you're doing well on this Thursday. All right. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Facebook. Hi, Jay. How are you? All right. So let's get this thing going, guys. Let's get it going. So, how to know if your messaging resonates with your ideal client. That's what we're talking about. Messaging. Messaging to your ideal client. How to know if what you're saying, they're understanding, they have a good it's speaking directly to them. Your content is speaking directly to them. So go ahead and feel free to drop your questions or your comments into the chat. We can discuss them here live, or if you're watching the replay, feel free to leave comments there as well, and I will make sure that I respond to you. So one of the things that I work with my clients on is magnetic messaging. And magnetic messaging is incorporated into your content, right? So maybe your content, you're creating content, rather creating products, you're posting every day, you're pretty much all but spamming your audience and no one is buying, or you're getting like one or two sales here or there. It's not enough to just put out content, but you have to put out magnetic content. And how does one become magnetic? How does one attract their ideal client? So before you actually go out and start creating all these offers and things like that, you have to determine what the offer actually should be. Meaning, before you go spending time and energy creating something that you think your audience will like, um, you have to go back and do market research. We get so caught up in what we think our audience wants or what they need, and we get our wants and our needs involved and our feelings, right? And we fail to realize that it's really not about us. So let's think about this. Wouldn't it stand to reason that in order to attract someone to your product or service, it has to be attractive to them in some way, shape, or form, right? The same way that you would date someone, you have to date your ideal client, right? Get to know them, find out things about them, right? So I know it sounds super creepy, but listen to the end, friend. You can't create content or develop a product or service that solves a problem or eases a challenge if you know nothing about what your target market is experiencing. Premium brands spend millions and millions of dollars on client research before they release a product. Why? Because they want to ensure success, right? Why do you think we have product testers, focus groups, feedback groups, beta testers? Why? Because companies want to ensure that they have captured the needs of their target market, and so should you, right? In the Brand Builder Blueprint, we focus extensively on market research and on our target market and how to talk to them. Why? Because if you speak to everyone, then you speak to no one, because people don't wake up thinking about your business. You have to grab their attention. You have to become magnetic, right? So let's talk about the 4 steps to magnetic messaging. The first is identifying your zone of genius. So I'll say this 1,000 times, right? A million times, even. You cannot coach effectively from a subject matter you know nothing about. You cannot coach or consult effectively from a subject matter that you know nothing about. Stop trying to copy other coaches and consultants and lead with what you know and do best, right? Second, identify your target market. I know I keep saying it, but I'm going to keep saying it because this is really how important that it is. Take the time to get this right, and you will find that your product releases, your launches, your new programs will go a lot smoother and will be profitable. Your target market is usually hidden within the people that you've helped. Once was you, or it fits a certain profile of your experiences overall. Okay. Step 3, identify your target market's challenges and pain points. What are they struggling with? What's the number one thing? Take inventory of those things, right? And in tandem with this, make sure that it's something that they will be willing to pay for right now. Okay. Meaning your target market probably has several problems. You need to pick the one that's most pressing that you can solve with your zone of genius that they'd be willing to pay for today, not 2 years from now, not 3 years from now, right now, today, right? And then step 4, identify the solution, right? That you can create to solve the problem, and create content that speaks to the transformation that you can provide, meaning how will you have helped solve their problem in your unique way, and what is the outcome they will experience by working with you? Hey, Laura. So, how do we actually, in fact, know that our messaging is resonating with our ideal client? What are some of the signs? Okay. So here are some of the signs that our message is in fact resonating with our ideal client. The first is engagement. Your ideal client is interacting and engaging with your content on whatever platform that you're on, liking, commenting, sharing, saving. And it's not just engagement from your competitors. So you have to pay attention, right? The people who you feel like your ideal client, hopefully you're tracking them, right? And making sure that your audience is in fact made up of your ideal client. But when you're getting engagement, like true engagement, then that's a good sign that people actually are resonating with your content and what you're actually saying. Number 2 is questions. You're receiving questions. And you can see if your audience is interested in the topic, right? Where their gaps in knowledge are, right? Pay attention to the questions that you're receiving, because questions are a telltale sign of your client's understanding of your offerings, understanding of the subject matter and the industry, and things that maybe you can do a better job of educating them on, right? So pay attention to questions that you receive. Number 3, DMs, right? People are in your DMs. Your ideal clients are in your DMs inquiring about your products or services. And number 4, of course, is sales. You're actually getting clients. People are signing up for your coaching programs or your consulting engagements, right? So bottom line is your message is resonating and you have successfully communicated your value, or the value in your offer, when you are consistently getting clients, right? Let me know if you have any questions. Messaging really is one of the hardest things to master in your marketing, for sure. And it takes a few tries to really get it right, right? There is definitely a process that we go through to ensure that we have our messaging on point. So it's one of the things that we really focus on in the Brand Builder Blueprint, how to effectively narrow your messaging and hone in on your target market. Because once you identify your target market, you have to speak their language. So let's recap really quickly. The 4 steps to magnetic messaging are to identify your zone of genius, right? Lead with what you know and do best. Step 2, identify your target market, right? Your target market usually is hidden or comprised of people that you've helped in the past, it once was you, or fits a certain profile of your experiences. Step 3, identify your target market's challenges and pain points. So take inventory. Your target market most likely has more than one problem, right? But you have to pick the one that you can solve with your zone of genius and they want solved right now, today, right? All those things have to be in place. And then 4 is identify that solution. What's the solution that you can create to solve their problem, that you can then create content around that speaks to the transformation that you can provide and the outcome of working with you, okay? So the ways in which you can tell that your messaging is resonating with your ideal clients, of course, is engagement with your content and with you, right? So they're interacting with you, they're commenting, they're liking, they're sharing, they're saving. 2, you're receiving questions. So they are asking questions about your offer, asking questions about the subject matter itself that you're coaching or consulting on. And also, too, this is a great way for you to do market research to see like what other things can you put out to assist your ideal clients and help them achieve the transformation they're looking for. Number 3 is DMs. They're in your DMs asking about your products and services, right? Or you're having that conversation, being able to build that know, like, and trust factor. And then 4th, of course, is sales. You're actually enrolling people into your program. That's how you know your messaging is resonating, right? So you have successfully communicated the value of your offer if you are consistently enrolling clients. So please let me know if you have any questions. Drop those into the chat. Inside the Brand Builder Blueprint, we learn how to structure your knowledge and you utilize your zone of genius to develop and message your offers that actually deliver results to your ideal clients, right? So if you're interested in learning how to attract your ideal client, how to create your signature program as well as your lower tier offers in your product suite and create consistent income in your coaching or consulting business that's going to replace your 9 to 5 income. Then you'll want to head over to the link in my bio on Instagram and click the first link to apply for the Brand Builder Blueprint program. If you're on Facebook, you can click the link in the description of the live and complete the application. It's just a 2-question application, and we'll definitely have a little chat to see if it's a good fit for us to work together. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to slide in my DM on Instagram at I_simply_she or on Facebook at I_simply_she. And then I'm also at Crystal Vernay on all handles. All right, guys, so I hope this live has been helpful for you all. And if you found value in it, definitely save or send it to a business bestie that is looking to figure out some ways in which to help their messaging, the messaging of their offers. And of course, point them my way if they have any questions. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care.